Summer is halfway over and we are approaching the fall, so I wanted to talk about all the seeds that I will be growing in my fall garden on my balcony. We're currently right now on the balcony, hanging out, enjoying the weather. It's not too hot today, so I figured I would talk about what we're planning on growing, what I've grew last year, and different things like that. I'm in zone 6B in North Idaho. I feel like each zone is going to be different because there's people from like the Northwest versus like South versus the East Coast. The zones are going to be the same, but the temperature and everything is going to be different per area where you live. So I wouldn't go by, if you live in zone B, you're going to be the same as somebody else in a different state. So I just want to mention this is what I plan to be growing. If you have similar weather, you can grow the same plants that I'm growing. So let's start up with all the seeds that I'll be planting. We have all of the seeds. I did a little bit of growing different things last year, but not a lot for the fall garden. A lot of these plants are going to be new to me, so I've never grown these plants before. So first up, we have an American spinach. I grew a different spinach in the spring and it got too hot, so it ended up bolting. So this spinach, it says it's a award-winning variety, is prized for its heat and drought resistance. Thick green leaves are savored and filled with nutrients, slow to bolt, and has longer season than other varieties. High yields, perfect for fall garden. This will get sweeter when it's maturing in cool weather, suitable for canning, freezing, and fresh eating. So because it gets super hot and it will start cooling down during the fall weather, but I need something that is slow to bolt, so I think this will do really nice. If you've grown this, let me know, because this will be my first time. So next up we have Tokyo Bacana mustard. It says this delicious mustard variety originates in Tokyo, Japan. Light green, thin leaves with cross between a cabbage and a lettuce. They are rich in protein, vitamin K, and a bunch of other vitamins and minerals like iron. The seeds are traditionally used to make Asian mustard. Plants are cold hardy, stay sweet and tender as the warm weather comes. So I've never actually grown any mustard. I haven't really eaten mustard like in salads or anything. I would like to grow like mustard seeds to make mustard. Not really sure how hard that will be, but we'll test it out. But we'll have some greens. Next up, we have the salad bowl garden mix. You'd buy the lettuce from the store. There's different ones. Have a lot of leaf types, colors. So I'll be excited to try those. And then another new one for me is Marvel of Four Seasons. Now I believe this is a butterhead lettuce type. Now I am growing another butterhead lettuce that I grew over the summer and like the spring this year. This one is a variety that has stunning metallic color patterns that goes from bright green to shimmering bronze. Easy to grow and thrives in a range of climates. Texture remains crisp at every stage. So it is supposed to be Marvel of Four Seasons. So I think it'll grow better in the summer, like late summer. So it'll be a nice one that won't bolt as well. This year, I've been growing the butterhead lettuce, the container lettuce from Renee's Garden. I actually really enjoy this lettuce. We like this lettuce for like adding to wraps, but it'll be nice to get like a little variety with the other one because this lettuce didn't actually bolt or anything like that. The normal lettuce, so I had romaine lettuce. I will also be growing like regular romaine lettuce. That bolted when it went from spring to summer, and then I also have other leaf lettuce that I was growing in the past. So hopefully with these varieties, they will not bolt on. So what bolting means is it basically goes to seed. So when you have the lettuce, what it will do is instead of doing like a full head, it will start to grow a stalk. I can show you the romaine lettuce that I grew last year that bolted, and it got pretty long. I have more pea varieties that I'll be growing. I have been growing a different variety that I had in the spring and the summer, and then now I planted some other seeds. Those are the mammoth snow peas, so I will be interested to see what these are going to be like. So the first one is the sugar snap pea. The sugar snap pea is a go-to choice for everyone who loves a productive, sweet, and crisp pea. This variety produces small, cute pods that are delicious and able to eat raw, cooked pods, or peas. Plant producing early and abundantly producing pods around 3 to 4 inches. Flowers attract pollinators into the garden, and it's a great early spring since sugar snaps are extremely cold hardy, which will be nice because I'll be growing them for a fall garden. Many have reported being able to have snow on them, so the other peas that I had did not like the sun. They started crisping down at the bottom, like the leaves got a little crunchy, a little crispy. So we don't want that. So I mean, peas are a cool weather crop, so they'll be really nice in the spring or the fall. Another plant that I'll be growing will be the bok choy from Botanical Interest. Now this is a variety that's a hybrid. It's the choco one. It is a baby bok choy or pak choy. It tolerates heat, so you can grow it all summer. Harvest it 4 inches tall for delicate, crisp, pleasantly mild flavor leaves. I grew this variety during the spring this year. I didn't grow a lot of it. I didn't have a lot of room. I needed more room for my peppers, so my peppers got priority, but I do want to try to grow more. Maybe I'll find a spot in one of the grow bags. I usually picked it when it was more like the baby bok choy, and I used it for stir fries. And it does say it is frost tolerant as well, so you sow in the early spring or late summer. Okay, and then we have the root crops. Now, I have had some issues with trying to grow radishes, so I've been trying to grow radishes for like 2 years now, and I don't know if it's not getting enough sun, but basically I've planted these and it usually just grows the leaves. Now, some of them grew a little bit of the root, but it was pretty much just like a small little root. It didn't really grow any radishes. So we're going to try to grow the champion radish again. This one is 28 days to harvest. So we'll try this, and maybe it just gets too hot because I do have a radish that actually bolted where the peas are. And I'll show that in a different video where I talk about what plants bolted too early, and I just left it in the garden just to see what happens. Baker Creek sent me a free seed packet since I ordered seeds from them. So this is going to be the radish Japanese wasabi, which I really enjoy, like wasabi flavored. So it is basically a daikon, a Japanese daikon radish, and it takes 60 days. So it takes longer than your normal 30-day radish. So we'll try these out. The last crop that I'll be growing will be little finger carrot. I grew these in the grow bags. Now they didn't get very big. I'll put a picture up. They're kind of small. I planted them in the spring, but they basically grew into baby carrots, and I had them pretty much all spring and all summer. So I don't really know if I just planted too many of them because I did just scatter the seeds. I did a little bit of chaos, just like here. I'm just gonna throw all these seeds here. And just try to see what will grow. Which I was surprised I got anything, because the first time I did it, they were like this big, and then the baby carrots were probably about this big. So it might just be because the grow bags are not as deep. Guess we'll try these out again. Yeah, so these are all the seeds that I'll be growing this year. So if you have any varieties that you think would be super cool for me to try to grow on the balcony, let me know. If you've grown any of these, if you had issues, I'm interested to see what you're growing in your fall garden. So let me know in the comments down below. I can't wait to see how the garden journey will be in the fall. And I hope I can inspire you to grow in any size garden, whether it's small or large, especially the balcony garden. I will see you all in the next video. I hope you all enjoyed.